The good seed and the weed. The wheat and the darnel. The master says, let them both grow together till the harvest. Let them both together. Let them grow together. Let them grow together till the harvest. How does this make any sense? The master says, let the wheat and the weed, let them grow together. If you are a gardener, you know weed is something to be got rid of. Hence we have weed killers. We want a perfect garden, no weeds. So to us, weeds are a nuisance, something we don't want at all. But the master, the creator of the universe says, no, let the wheat and the wheat, let them grow together. Let them be together. Why so? Why, God, why? The good and the evil, the wheat and the weed, the master says, let them be together. Difficult to understand, isn't it? God says, let the good and the evil be together for some time. What is the reason? The reason is this. The master says it. When you pull out the weed, you may destroy the wheat as well, because their roots are intimately intertwined. The roots of the wheat and the roots of the weed, they are intertwined. So when you pull out one, you are going to destroy the other one as well. So let them grow together. Another reason is the darnel in today's parable. They looked like, up to a certain stage in their growth, like the wheat. So one cannot distinguish between the wheat and the weed because they resemble, they look alike. So when you try to take away the weed, you may be by mistake pulling out the wheat. So you will realize after some time, my goodness, all I was doing was taking out the weed, and I have pulled out the wheat. What you think as the wheat may not be the wheat. The same way, what you think of as the weed may not be the weed. Dear friends, for us everything is, we divide everything into categories, don't we? That is good, that is evil, this is a good man, that's a bad person. We tend to divide people into category, everything into category. We are so sure, oh, I got brains, I know what is good, what is evil, so I can divide things into categories. We think we are so clever. The master says, no, stand back. Hold your judgment. Don't play God, because you didn't create them. So stand back. Stand back. Hold your judgment. With your little brains, you are never able to understand everything. No, because everything is not black and white. Life is not black and everything on this earth, nothing is black and white. Nothing is black. No, the categories we make, they are from our little brains, and later on you find my judgments have been wrong. I was off the mark. Another point. This is about life outside, but this is true about life inside. You and me, we are a mixture of the wheat and the weed. Both are there. There is good in the worst of us and bad in the best of us. The wheat and the weed in every person. In every person. In the words of the Russian novelist and writer Alexander Solzhenitsyn, the line that divides good and evil cuts through the heart of every human being. Or in the words of Shakespeare, hope I get it right, the web of life, of mingled yarn of ill and good together. That is life. Together. There's good in you and bad in you. Wheat in you and weed in you. That's what Paul said in Romans 7. Oh, the things I want to do, I never get to do. The things I hate, I always end up doing it. There is a wheat and there is a weed. So the Master says, be patient. Be patient. Time will tell. So hold your judgment and wait for the Master to decide what is good and what is evil. You hold your judgment because you are only a creature. The one who knows the beginning, the end from the beginning, the Master of this universe, he knows where this is going. Because he has set the agenda already. The deadline has been already fixed. The end of the story has already been fixed. Everything has been determined. The borders, the boundaries, the limits, everything has been decided and determined. So why should you worry? Evil from the beginning of creation. Murder, violence, war, hatred. Good people, bad people, all sorts of people, everything happening on this earth. But only a part, because you are not God, hold your judgment. Leave it to the Master to decide what is good, what is evil. Even when the mind tells you that is really wrong, that one is not good, but still tell yourself, I don't know. My mind says this, but still I can't be absolutely certain because only the creator of this universe, the one who made him, one who made him, her, or that one, he alone knows what is weed and what is the wheat. I'll close with a good example. I would say the best example I can give. Hold this in your mind all the time. Paul, when he was Saul, thought of himself as the wheat. Saul thought of himself as the wheat, real wheat, pure wheat, passionate Jew, a Pharisee, educated, intelligent. And he thought of the Christians as the weed. And he turned out to be a weed killer. Saul was a weed killer. He thought of the Christians as the one who will destroy Judaism, and he was out to destroy them all. So Saul saw himself as the wheat and the Christians as the weed, and there he was out as a weed killer. And the Lord told him, Saul, you are a weed. You are the weed. And what happens then? The Lord makes the weed into wheat. And that is the message. Lord can change the wheat into wheat. The weed into wheat. He can change the weed, the evil into something good. So don't give up on yourself or give up on anybody, and don't give up on life and this complicated, messy life. Don't give up on anybody or anything. Hold on to your faith. Hold on to the Master of the universe and believe that even if you think you are a weed at the moment, He can make you into a beautiful, into a meaningful, into a fruitful wheat. Just hang on in there.